सत श्री अकाल जी। Okay, so any questions? राहु की महादशा में शनि की साढ़े साथी कितना डिफिकल्ट होता है। उनका नेचर अलग अलग है इसलिए डिफिकल्ट लगता है। ओके, राहु का नेचर है सब कुछ अभी मिल जाना, अभी अभी चाहिए वगैरह, ऑब्सेशन। सैटर्न का नेचर है डिलेस, ओके, हार्ड वर्क, परसिवरेंस, फिर रिजल्ट का मिलना। तो राहु सैटर्न दोनों एक साथ आ जाएं आपके दशा में, चाहे लाइक राहु राहु महादशा सैटर्न अंतरदशा, सैटर्न महादशा राहु अंतरदशा, या फिर आप जैसे बोल रहे हो कि राहु की महादशा में साढ़े साथी। सो पर्सन इज लाइक wants टू गेट सम रिजल्ट्स चाहिए, लेकिन वो बहुत ही डिले से आ रहे हैं, हार्ड वर्क से आ रहे हैं, तो एंड रिजल्ट फ्रस्ट्रेशन। ओके, so that's why like it is kind of frustrating time. Good evening, Ankita ji. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. I'm fine, Swarnav Goswami ji. Okay, Rahu in the 12th house in Capricorn sign, what will be the result? Saturn is in the second house, Pisces. So it is first of all creating this पाप कर्तृ yoga for the first house. So in overall life related matters, this person will feel that life is moving very slowly, and like almost no growth, no like substantial like progress in life, as if he's just stuck at one place, and that is what he may be feeling. Plus, Rahu in Capricorn in the 12th house shows that authority is coming from 12th house related matters, either foreign lands or spirituality or imagination, maybe working behind the scenes in movies industry and all. But it is coming with saturnine effort over long duration. Okay. Mm, is this placement good for finance? Maybe later in life. Okay. In initial life, this person needs to like find out ways to save money. Okay, because Saturn is in the second house. Rahu in the 12th house can make someone like a spendthrift, can indicate someone as being in spendthrift. But Saturn in the second house is also like someone needs to be very practical and realistic about his finances. What expenses to look after, what expenses not to like we can postpone for some time and all. That intelligence should be there. How do we judge the strength of a house? Planets sitting there, its dignity plus planet that is ruling the house. Okay. Suppose like I want to see like a strength of my like fifth house. Okay. So planet which is sitting there, what is the dignity? First of all, whether that is like benefic planet, malefic planet. If benefic, then what is the dignity? If malefic, then what is the dignity? And its lord. Okay, lord's placement. What is the dignity of that lord? Then we can say like a house is really strong or needs some work to be performed by the person, like efforts, hard work over a long period of time. Hmm, what about aspects? Aspects have lesser intensity, except Saturn's aspect. Other aspects have lesser intensity. A planet sitting in one house or ruling over that house has more importance than planet aspecting it, unless it is Saturn. Sun, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter conjunction in seventh house in Libra for Aries ascendant. Saturn in the 10th. Mm, Venus in Virgo in the sixth house. Does it cause delay in marriage? Astrology and marriage has no connection with each other. What is the difference between planetary aspects and sign aspects? So how do sign aspects function exactly? And there is a like article on Gemini astrology on the website that will give you better idea. And there are detailed videos on every planet's aspect that will help you. It is too big concept to explain it here. Okay. Sign-based aspects are largely used in sign-based aspects are largely used in this uh, Gemini astrology. Right. Rahu in fourth house, Gemini ascendant, very perfectionist kind of person. Gayatri ji, namaste. I'm fine, madam. How are you? Hello, would like to know what the impact are, if any, of the yogas formed in Navamsha. We can use yogas in Navamsha for Navamsha related purposes. Navamsha is the chart of right life path for me. So if you want to use yogas, uh, then use it for on yogas in Navamsha, then use it only for the matters of right life path. Don't bring childbirth there, don't bring finance there, don't bring relationship there and all. It is only for right life path. Vargottama, any planet that is keeping the same dignity in all the divisional charts like D1, D9, D10, all the main divisional charts. Okay, so if a planet is in the same dignity, identical dignity in D1, D9, and D10, then it will be known as Vargottama. Now, what will be the result? Result will be consistent. If I am getting good results of that planet in my initial life, I will keep on getting good results in later life also. If I am getting difficult results from that planet in initial life, I will keep on getting difficult results in the later life also. So in this case where Venus is Vargottama, so whatever result this person is getting of Venus from initial life, those results will continue in the later life. That is Vargottama. Namaste Alankrita. How are you? Have you come across the concept that Atmakaraka Dasha is very difficult? If so, which Dasha should we see, Vamshotri or Chara? Largely, people prefer like Vimshotri. I also have experience in Vimshotri. So it depends on the experience of the person. I have like developed my own ways to look at the chart, and those ways have worked for me. So for me, it is fine to like look at Vimshotri Dasha and all. But if someone finds better results through Chara Dasha, they can follow that. Okay, that system may be good for them. Okay, so it is not like universal that if X person is following a particular system, then Y person should also follow that system. Okay, uh, coming to there is nothing like Atmakarka Dasha is supposed to be difficult. Okay. The main thing is the planet which is involved. Second thing is the dignity. Third thing is most important if you are doing something related with that planet or not. That is it. That is where it makes all the difference. that whether you are doing something related with that planet or not. If you are not doing it, that means you are not aligned with your chart energy, dasha energy. Then it cannot bring like good results for you. If you are doing it, then you are aligned. It can bring better results. What happens if Atmakaraka moon in Pisces is Vargottama? A person can have like a good amount of support from mother or mother side family from initial life, and that support may continue in later life also. But it also shows person can have like very imaginative mind, very dreamy mind, and that dreamy mind may also continue. They may take the decisions of life because of some dreamy approach towards life, imaginative, not very practical. Mm. You often say that the universe gives signs to align ourselves with the chart. Have you experienced that personally? Right. That's why I'm saying it out of my own experience. 99% of the things which I say in the sessions and like on during my teaching sessions or consultations are out of my own experience. There is very rare few I quote from books theory. Can you see in chart if a person has a habit of falling for wrong teaching or teachers in life? Uh, Ninth house should be like a difficult, like impacts of malefic planet on the ninth house. Ninth lord should be in difficult dignity. But largely it depends on moon. Moon is mind. Okay, whether you are accepting that like wrong teaching or not. Uh, in a way, we are all are conditioned by our societies or by our families and all. So if you see by this way, we all should have difficult ninth house. Okay. As per what you are saying about the same results continuing in later life, if the planet or ascendant in Vargottama, in that sense, D9 sounds like the chart of second house, but that isn't true. Mm, as per what you are saying about the same results continuing in later life, if the planet or ascendant in Vargottama, in that sense, D9 sounds like the chart of later life. That is what like people say about Vargottama. That is not my experience again. It is like part of the theory, not my practical experience. Namaste, Setu. Uh, have Have you seen the Ashtakvarga principle work for transit? Uh, a house with low points versus high points. I don't refer to Ashtakvarga tables or Ashtakvarga points. For me, it is not necessary. That doesn't mean that Ashtakvarga system is wrong. Tell about Dharakarka, Guruji. Is it true? What is it true? Dharakarka is the planet with the lowest degree in your chart, which represents your relationship possibilities, the kind of partner you may attract in your life, or you may get attracted to in your life. Then it depends on different planet, which is Dharakarka. Like Sun and Dharakarka represent an authoritative person, ego clashes. Saturn Dharakarka may be like a different person altogether. Mm, hello, Bhavesh. Mercury Dharakarka. This relationship works on communications. Okay, whenever Mercury gets involved with the relationship is communication based. If they can effectively communicate with each other, then fine. The relationship can sustain and prosper and all. But the moment like communication gap is there, both partners are unable to communicate properly with each other, then this relationship is going downhill after that. So if you have Mercury as Dharakarka, your focus will be on improving your communications with your partner, and likewise from the other side. General question in my mind: should knowledge be free for all? Yeah, knowledge is free for all. You have like knowledge and information everywhere. Okay. So and more information than necessary these days. Information knowledge is available on fingertips and it is free for all. Uh, Debilitated Saturn Dharakaraka. It is like maybe delayed relationship in life, or maybe like very stressful relationship if it happens in early life. Lots of restrictions, lots of limitations in that. Okay, maybe long distance relationship, all the Saturn characteristics will be there. Person may have to like work for a long period of time, then they may start having like some sort of benefits from this relationship and all. So this is what can happen with Saturn being Dharakaraka. Have you seen charts with planets in challenging dignity give very good results? Any examples? There are many examples. Look at Pablo Picasso chart, full of debilitated planets. Okay, so planetary dignity only shows the maybe the potential. Okay, person can like overpower that with his own hard work and perseverance, so that is always a possibility. Okay, so there is always a scope of improvement and growing further than your planetary dignity represents. I personally feel that we are still yet to understand astrology in complete sense, so we should not judge someone because of their planetary placements. Okay. that the person can do this much only, person can do that much only. That should not be done. So, like Pablo Picasso had a difficult chart. He is like a legend in his field. John Lennon had a difficult chart. Okay, and Mark David Chapman had an excellent chart. Okay, with all the like exalted planet, and he became a criminal. Okay. Ramdas had a difficult chart. Is still like a legendary figure in spirituality. I am about to start my Jupiter Mahadasha. It is in ninth house with Mars and Venus in Gemini. What to expect? Don't expect anything. Do according to that Jupiter placement. Jupiter is all about Jupiter is all about this knowledge sharing, guiding, and counseling, teaching people. So uh, get yourself involved in any work of knowledge sharing, guiding, and counseling, and teaching people. That's it. Jupiter is in the ninth house. Ninth house also represents the same thing. So do things related with that house, that sign, that planet, and then the dasha will be better. We cannot expect anything without putting any effort in that direction. Rahu in the ninth house in Aquarius sign. How will this planet placement impact luck? Okay. Uh, Again, like Aquarius sign, so Saturn's position becomes important here. Rahu is in Aquarius in the ninth house, so Saturn is the main lord. Look at the Saturn's position. Plus, um, this person can be like maybe IT consultant. Aquarius is the sign of new age technology, and Rahu also represents like IT world and all. And ninth house is sharing knowledge. So IT consultant is like ideal type of position for this. Uh, but largely, like as it is in Aquarius sign ruled by Saturn, the results are coming with lots of hard work, perseverance, and delays. Person may have to put an extra effort to get any result of this placement. But if he puts efforts, then the results are also going to stay for a long duration. Luck is like if I respond to your question, how will it impact luck? Luck is coming in this situation when Rahu is in Saturnine sign with delay, hard work, and perseverance. First person has to put an extra effort, then like a person will be feeling lucky and fortunate. What signs and houses show a career in writing? And there is an article on Amrita Preetham's chart on website that will help you. Article on Amrita Preetham's chart. Also, I think I wrote an article on Ishwar Chand Vidyasagar. These two articles will help you. Sun transit through Lagna Nakshatra. What does it mean? It transits every year, right? For 13 days, it will transit. Like my Lagna Nakshatra is Vishakha, Sun will transit into like Vishakha every year for 13 days. Uh, so it has its own importance, but I don't think it will be like that important because the time limit is so minimum. Okay. Um, mm, right. Person may have some sort of like guidance coming or like the light coming. Sun is the light, so person may find some sort of brightness or light regarding their life path, life pattern, if Sun is transiting over Ascendant Nakshatra. Mm, any further question? It is more than what the chart is showing as the potential, aren't we saying that we're free will in overpowering the destiny in that case? Yeah, it is always the case. As I said, we are still yet to completely figure out astrology. So, what we are seeing as potential in a chart may not be the actual potential. We are thinking that this is the potential. This person can reach up to this point. This is our perception. Okay, because of our limitation of knowledge, our limitation of understanding of astrology. But maybe astrology is far bigger than our understanding. So that's why we should not be making this assumption that this person can achieve this much only. The sky is the limit, quite literally. What is karma yoga? As little as I know, doing your karma and leaving the karta behind, leaving the doer behind. Don't think that you are the doer and still do your karma. That's it. That is karma yoga. but this is like very mundane understanding. I don't have much idea about it. Mm. How can one find one? We find one's horoscope is business or working. Largely, like everyone's chart is more suitable for business. If 10th house is like very strong or 6th house is very strong, especially 10th house. If 10th house has like lots of benefic planets in good dignity and all, that shows like possibility of like success while working in the job setup under others' authority. Otherwise, people should go towards the business. Mhm. Hi Vedant. Lagna point in Shravana Nakshatra, Guruji. Life pattern is about counseling and consulting people, listening to the people, teaching kind of profession. Moon's position becomes important. Shravana is ruled by moon, so look at the moon's position. Wherever moon is placed, that's where person would always get engaged in some sort of work. That will be pattern of life. Real estate can also be like a big possibility with Shravana. Mm. Mars in Cancer, aggressive mind, ambitious mind, and like Mars in Cancer needs to control that ambition or aggressiveness. Mars in Cancer can bring like this type of behavior where person may not be able to take control of himself in aggressive mode and all. That's where meditation, yoga, other spiritual pursuits are necessary for this person to redirect his efforts in right direction. Okay, and this person may be like anger prone and all that. When Parivartan begins, will that be the same state or it changes? I'm unable to understand your questions. Can you rephrase it? When Parivartan begins, will that be the same state or it changes? This is not a useful Parivartan to have. This one, like Mars Moon. Parivartan is helpful when two planets are sharing something between themselves. Okay, like Mercury, Venus, if they are in Parivartan, they both have friends. Plus, they both represent skills and creativity. Here, Moon and Mars are friends, but they don't share anything between them. Moon is all about flexibility. Mars is all about dominance and control. So this is why this is not very beneficial Parivartan yoga to have in the chart. natal Ketu in Aquarius, what will be the result? It is like a semi-nodal return for you. Uh, they say that we should not take any important decision during this semi-nodal return in the matters related with the house. So, like ninth house is higher education. Okay, if the person is going for some higher education and all, so this is uh, the person should not take any important decision around his higher education related matters. Like if person feels that I should change my stream of education and all, I should go in some other stream and all, better person should like delay the decision if possible. Is free will related to the power of having full faith? We recently had a session on fate versus free will. Just go through that session. That will be more helpful. It is around 2 hours session, so it may give all the different perspective from different people. Mm, Light on retro Saturn. Retro Saturn. Saturn is like your duties and responsibilities. When Saturn is retrograde, person reflects back a lot upon his duties and responsibilities. Whether I'm doing right thing in my life, whether I'm following the right career, whether I should change my career and all that. These type of reflections are always uh, this can happen in the transit also. Whenever Saturn is transit retrograde in the transit, that can also make us reflect back upon our career path or duty responsibility, whether I'm following my duty, whether I'm doing my responsibility or not. Any further question? Can retro Saturn also mean a lack of structure in an individual's life area where Saturn is? Yes, it can be possible. Like I have a retro Saturn in the 10th house, and if I look at my earlier life, in my 20s and all, I was not very structured. I was not very like Saturnine type of person in my career, in my work. Okay. So that is also like good observation. Namo Narayan ji. Okay, I think we can close for the day. Let me know if there is any further question in next 1 minute time. Now I'm sure to check how the Mahadasha of the planet could pan out, or to check the strength of the planet. No, I look at in Navamsha. If I'm looking at Mahadasha planet, I will look for only Mahadasha related, like Navamsha related results, the life path, nothing else. Thank you. You're welcome.